Are we on? Oh, apparently so. Hi guys, long time no see. I know I haven't got anything up that was said I was going to be honest. My day job has taken over my life and I'm really sorry about that. I'm also sorry about the reflection of my screen in my glasses. My God, I thought sitting further back could actually fix that. Never mind. So just to let you know what's going on, before I share my thoughts on the Fallout series. As I said, my day job has taken over my life. Work is absolutely hectic at the moment. Honestly, working 50 hours a week and then trying to get videos out has become an absolute nightmare. So at this point, no more promises. I will get them out when I get them out. The Wish is still on the way. I've just got some final edits to do. And my breakdown of the first episode of Fallout is on the way, which has my thoughts on the show before I actually got to the end of it. Yeah, so anyway, let's talk about the Fallout series and my initial thoughts. I have literally just finished watching the last episode, and all I've got to say is, where the hell are the death claws? When episode 2 aired, was it episode 2? No, sorry, when episode 3 aired, and we got the Gulper, I got so excited because that design was great. It is not how I saw a Gulper in my head, as if I was like envisioning it in real life. It really wasn't. It was so much better. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So where the hell are my death claws? I haven't had a Google to see what they've said about why they haven't put them in, and I'm guessing because of how well received this show has been, they're going to show up in series 2. I really hope they show up in the second series, because if they aren't there, I will riot. I'm not good. Let's just get that out of the way. But yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not just saying this as a fangirl. I do have a few little gripes. Just a few little ones. Like, I actually thought there was a bit too much slow-mo in the first episode. It completely took me out of the fight. Yeah, it was great. It was a great ending. It was a strong start. Even if the first episode did feel dragged out to me, I understood it was one great big long introduction. I didn't feel that Cooper got the introduction he deserved after he became a ghoul. That little 5 minutes at the end, he deserved so much more. He was a great character. Absolutely adore Maximus, and I can't wait to see his journey in the next series, searching for Lucy. And I have this like little strange feeling he's going to try and take down the Brotherhood, or this is my next theory, he's going to have his own faction of Brotherhood outcasts, which would be phenomenal. That end shot of New Vegas, honestly, I was bouncing on my seat. I'm sat here on my load and I'm watching this show and I am literally bouncing off my seat. My poor dog thought I'd lost my mind. To be fair, she still does, because in her eyes I'm talking to myself right now. Although, I suppose I am, in a way. Never mind. Let's just skip past my stupid brain right now. So yeah, the wasteland, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It looked superb. But yeah, it was so good. And the twist. So I hadn't guessed this. I honestly thought it was a whole genetics thing in Lucy's vault. That was my guess all the way up until Norm went into Vault 31. When I first started watching, when I watched the first episode, the first couple of episodes, should I say, my prediction is that Vault 31 was genetically modifying people to be perfect, and then those perfect people were being sent as overseers and breeders, obviously, because that's what they were doing. But yeah, were being sent to Vault 31 and 32, so that the genetics were being slightly altered over and over and over again until they got their perfect humans ready for an irradiated wasteland. How wrong was I? How wrong was I? I did not see the cryogenic pods coming. And to be fair, I should. I love Fallout 4, and that is literally what the whole premise of Fallout 4 is, the cryogenic pods. But yeah, I did not see that coming in Vault 31 at all. That was fantastic. I love that. I love the fact that I hadn't worked that out. Did any of you guys work that out before the end? Is this just me being stupid? Just being me, basically. You know what I would have loved to have seen as well as the Deathclaw? A behemoth. That would have been... mwah. I love the show. I love the aesthetics. They got the entire Fallout feel spot on. But where are all my creatures? Where were my rad scorpions? Seriously, where? Because no matter which Fallout you play, You wander about, they come for you. Same with super mutants. Where were they? You see, when Lucy and Maximus went into that Vault-Tec building, I was not expecting them to end up in a different vault. I was expecting it to be full of super mutants. And I was also expecting that lab I can't remember the number of the vault now, but in that vault to have FEV and to be making these super mutants. You can't have Fallout without super mutants. In Jesus Christ. So yeah, like I said, I have a few gripes, and it is mainly to do with the creatures. Where were they? That's one of the biggest parts of Fallout. Yes, the Vault-Tec and the experiments they do is the biggest part, but when your series is basically a little pinch of the very first game and a little pinch of the third game, going looking for your dad. Watership broke. Loved that. But when you're going across that wasteland, you want to run into a random group of raiders. Where were our gunners, for the love of God? And where were our creatures? Where are our scorpions? Where are our Mirelurks? Where are the bloody Mirelurks? Where was our Deathclaws? Do you know, even a gecko would have been great. That would have been phenomenal. Yeah, I honestly thought if we weren't going to get our main creatures, we'd at least have some stupid smiley face geckos doing that funny run. They were in the desert. They're not that far from Nevada. I mean, the episode ended with them overlooking New Vegas, for crying out loud. So where in goddamn were our geckos? I'm hoping. So these are all my hopes. I want geckos. I want Deathclaws. I need to see a Deathclaw. My lord. Need to. And I want my super mutants. If they just do those 3 for me, I'll be quite happy, and they can keep the rest of the monsters for the series after. I have one last gripe about this series, and for people like me, it's not going to matter, but for anybody completely oblivious to the franchise but wanting to watch this show, I don't think in that first episode it explained itself properly. And the reason for it is, I know a few people that watched the first episode and nobody understood what the hell was going on. I told them to stick with it, and even when a couple of them decided to carry on and got halfway through the series, they still felt quite lost. This was a show for the fans, which I do appreciate, but I do wish, just like with what I do wish with just like what they did with The Last of Us, that they would just expand on that world a little bit and make it a bit more understandable for the people who didn't play the games. That would have been quite nice. The opener of the very first episode, when it's the days that the bombs drop and you've got Cooper talking to his daughter about the thumbs up and everything, actual chills. When she started holding her thumb up and everything went like deathly quiet, and she's like, actual chills. They did that so phenomenally well. I actually got goosebumps. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else did. I don't know if this is again just a me thing, but I honestly thought that was phenomenal. It was fantastic. It was beautifully done. Absolutely wonderfully done. It completely encapsulated the pre-war Fallout universe. The aesthetics, the way the buildings looked, the cars, the fact that everybody was still in their retro 50s and 60s get-up. That was just, mwah. Couldn't have asked for better. Could not have asked for better. Cooper's story, I want more of that. In fact, I want a whole pre-war story about Cooper's life. Even if they just do it as some webisode, that'd be great. Just put all those little bits together, plus fill in some of the blanks. Because I know at the end of the very last episode, he said he was looking for his family. So I'm guessing they're frozen somewhere. But I want to know how he managed to get away from that house on that horse with his daughter and get her to his wife to go live in a vault, and how he ended up outside getting ghoulified. Ghoulification? Both sound about right. So yeah, I really need to find that out too. Episode 2 in Philly. So Philly was like as if Megaton and Diamond City had some love child in a dump. That was Philly, and it was spectacular. I adored it. It was great. I wish we'd actually got to spend more time there. I wanted to meet all the vendors and all the little... yeah. I can't even get my words out. But yeah, I wanted to meet all the vendors, and I wanted to go walking down the streets a bit more. Seeing maybe even just a little tiny look in one of the homes. That would have been great. We didn't get to spend enough time there, and I hope we do at some point in a later series. I hope we get to go back to Philly and see it a bit more. It'd be awesome. But let's have a very quick discussion about Shady Sands. Oh my God. They wiped it out. Why would they wipe it out? Well, I know why. Because Hank lost his shit. Because his wife left him. Because there was a better life out there and he didn't agree with it. What a twat. So, yeah, like I said before, and I would love to see a webisode. Like I said before, and I would love to see a webisode about Cooper's life. I also would like to see little webisodes about Shady Sands before Hank destroyed it. Yeah, I really want to know what it was like because, Lucy's flashback, there was trams there, actual moving objects. There was proper trams. I mean, I know Fallout's always had like the vertibirds and stuff, but you don't see moving cars, you don't see moving buses, you definitely do not see trams. So to just that little glimpse in Lucy's flashback has made me want to see a lot more of Shady Sands, and I'm really pissed off that it got blown up. I just want to touch on the power armor. Oh, every cosplayer's wet dream. It's just, well, every Fallout cosplayer's wet dream. That was spectacular. I couldn't honestly decipher between which bits were CGI and which bits were real suit, which is just, that makes it perfect. So if any of you actually watch Corridor Crew and you want to leave them a suggestion, I'm doing it. I need to know. I need to ask them to have a look at the Fallout series. I'm so happy they brought Dogmeat into it. I'm really happy that this particular iteration of Dogmeat actually has a backstory. I mean, I know it was quite great that you just come across this dog in every game, well, apart from Vegas, but they have their own dog. But yeah, it was also because Dogmeat's always been a boy. It was nice to have female Dogmeat as well. It was a bit different. So not the Dogmeat from all the games, their own Dogmeat. Which just says to me that Dogmeat is just a common name for a dog in the Fallout universe. Like over here, we have common names for dogs. I mean, it used to be like once upon a time Rover and Fido and all that stuff. I mean, at the moment, I think every other dog I meet is a bloody Bailey right now. But yeah, it was really good to know that that dog had been slightly genetically modified, and because he wasn't the right weight, that doctor had saved her from being put down. Yeah, so the question I have, really, is are all iterations of Dogmeat from the Enclave? Because that would be cool. That the reason why this dog is pretty much unstoppable, is unkillable, is actually because it's from the Enclave, and it's an experiment from the Enclave for mind-controlled dogs. Perfect companion. Yeah, what do you think about that, really? But yeah, I have a few thoughts about the very last scene. You know, that little New Vegas scene, which I still can't stop smiling about. So is Vegas going to be run by Mr. House? Is it going to be Yes Man? Are the NCR running things? Did they win the Battle of the Hoover Dam? Are Seasons Legion still going to be about? They best be. It would be awesome to see that. Centurions roaming the wasteland. That would be great. And here is my other thought. Are we just going to have a character named the Courier? No other name. Nobody's going to know what their real name is. It's just going to be the Courier, and they are in charge of Vegas. And then if we're doing Vegas, is Series 3 going to go to Boston or to the capital wasteland? Or are we going to see somewhere completely new? Because if we get to see somewhere completely new, that would be even better. I was also hoping, and I know it's not going to happen because we've already got our extras on Fallout 4, I was actually hoping that we'd suddenly get this brand new DLC. I'm hoping there is going to be a wonderful team out there of modders that will do that for us, that will just recreate the series wasteland, the whole Californian wasteland for us to have a little wander around in. So modders, if you're out there, please make a mod about this show. That would be great if you could, please. Right. So on that note, I'm going to sign off. I am still very, very hyped from watching the last episode, and I don't want to give too many of my thoughts away because they're going to come in the episode breakdowns. I will get them out as I can. I can't promise much at the moment until work calms down. It's just a very busy time for us. But if more of you subscribe, then I could maybe do this as my day job and talk about this stuff all the time and not have to worry about fitting in 50 hours or so of day job stuff. Shameless little plug there, but please subscribe. But yeah, I don't have much more to say without pretty much repeating myself when I do my breakdowns. I just wanted to share my initial thoughts of the whole series, show you how much I am fangirling. I hate that phrase, but I really am fangirling about it. I'm sorry I look trampy, because Jesus, I really do. But yeah, that's it. So guys, please leave your thoughts. Please leave your theories for the next season of Fallout, because that would be great. And we'll start a discussion. I am trying to get a Discord together if any of you are interested in joining that. Again, I'm just trying to get all these little bits done around my job at the moment. But I do really appreciate none of you unsubscribing and going away. And yeah, I really appreciate you just sticking around for, even though I'm a bit aloof and unorganised and my videos do not come out when they're supposed to. Yeah, I just appreciate the continued support from you guys. I love you for it. I really do. And that's it. I'm off now before I embarrass myself even more. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening to this nonsense for the past however minutes. And I will see you all soon. Love you.